Ladies, I'm here on the channel, and I'm here on the channel. We're to talk about some wrestling news, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna get right into it. I think it's episode like 23, 24, something like that. The wrestling news. So we're gonna start off with Sasha Banks and Naomi. There's more on Sasha Banks and Naomi being formed in internal rosters. It says it isn't factoring into creative for WWE, so let's get into it. It was reported by PW Insider on Thursday, July 7th, that Naomi and Sasha Banks were removed from the internal WWE roster. Fightful exhausted their resources to get an update of the situation. However, nothing major has changed. Fightful has learned that Sasha Banks and Naomi disappeared from other internal rosters as far back as weeks ago. However, nobody that we've heard on WWE's digital end has been promoted to remove them from the official website's roster. There was an instance where someone was instructed to edit a Sasha Banks related sign from the crowd in the WWE photo gallery. Wrestling Inc.'s Raj Giri reported in June that Banks' release was complete. We can't confirm that several high-level talent in the company were of that belief as well, but still WWE's not confirmed in an official capacity. Thus, Talent Relations has not sent out an internal email notifying talent of the release, and pertinent names in Talent Relations also has not been updated on any pertinent, how do you say that word, information regarding a release. And when Fightful asked the WWE rep Thursday, we were told it was pretty quiet on that front, and they weren't sure what it was or was it cooking. Many were seeking answers regarding a tweet Geary put out last month regarding VP of Business and Legal Affairs for Talent Relations, Eric Schreiber, helping handle the release. There's a little more information on Schreiber, and WWE did not respond when we asked if a person by that name was in that role. However, numerous talent have confirmed Schreiber to be with the company. WWE Creative is operating on the assumption that Naomi and Sasha Banks aren't returning whatsoever. One member of the creative team said that they've not heard of any contingency plans or creative prepared an event for that things come together. As of now, we do not have official confirmation or denial from WWE on the contractual status of Naomi and Sasha Banks. So, and that's the update for Sasha Banks and Naomi. So apparently they weren't factoring creative. Internal rosters, they were removed weeks ago. So they're done. Bayley is scheduled to be WWE SummerSlam weekend. Apparently she's going to be in Nashville. It doesn't automatically mean she's going to be at SummerSlam, but she's scheduled to be at the weekend. The WWE SummerSlam weekend. Hopefully she returns soon to help the women's division. It's not fully going to help it, but you notice Bayley's missed that she was doing some of the best work of her career. Fortunately got hurt, but she's going to return soon. So she'll maybe start a feud with Bianca Belair when she gets back. So we'll see. Backstage WWE reaction to the latest Vince McMahon's Wall Street Journal story. So we have some news here about Vince McMahon, some of the talent backstage. So Vince McMahon, he's in the headlines yet again as Wall Street Journal learned about the additional NDAs tied to alleged sexual misconduct from the longtime WWE figurehead. Upon publishing the story, Fightful was contacted by multiple WWE staff, including some who had remained quiet in the past about McMahon's handling the situation. One told Fightful Select they wished they'd spoken out sooner and said that McMahon's response would often go from no selling the whole thing to being defiant. They also said that after Vince McMahon's pointless June 17 appearance, he returned to the gorilla position and yelled, "Fuck him!" seemingly in response to the allegations that caused his insistence to appear on television. What a dickhead. McMahon has appeared on 3 episodes of Raw and SmackDown total since then. He made a rare public appearance at UFC 276. He's scheduled to be at the side of SmackDown Friday night, but we don't know if he's appearing on screen. Dear God, oh joy, oh joy. Hopefully he doesn't appear. When the initial Wall Street Journal story emerged, former talent contacted Fightful, and they said at least one major story would come out in the coming weeks, but didn't feel comfortable identifying the story specifically. They confirmed to Fightful this morning that it was tied to the former talent who gained a $7.5 million agreement. McMahon's behavior was heavily rumored among the writing team based on those we have spoke to, though we didn't hear if the elements of coercion and NDAs were well known. One former writer we spoke to said that McMahon's relationships would be a half-joking excuse as to why he'd be late to meetings before TV. Everyone the fellow spoke with continued to believe that John Laurinaitis was done in the company and believe he has a golden parachute deal with WWE that will likely take care of him. Female talent had contacted Fightful last year upon his promotion back into talent relations, expressing their frustration. One higher-up told Fightful Johnny Ace's ninth life is about to be lost. WWE talent have not been able to speak on the record about the allegations. Report spoken with Fightful privately, expressed displeasure and extreme frustration with Vince McMahon's handling of it. Fightful's requests for comment were unreturned by WWE on this matter. We've also reached out to those close to the situation on the matter, and former WWE referee Rita Chatterton, who made rape allegations regarding Vince McMahon in a situation that happened in the 1980s. Vince McMahon was backstage at SmackDown July 8th, continuing his usual duties in creative. Since the publishing of our original post, McMahon went up to staff. The Wall Street Journal has published a second story with expanded details of its initial WWE report last month. We want to reiterate that we and our board of directors take these allegations seriously. We've been cooperating with the investigation led by our board of directors and will continue to do so until its conclusion. Please note that upon its conclusion, WWE leadership made itself available to answer or any questions you may have. Thank you. So I know that was a long article, but I had to go through all that stuff about Vince McMahon. That's a big portion of the video. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. When he yells, "Fuck him," when he goes backstage, that tells you he doesn't care. He just needs to step down. I'm sorry. Michael Elgin, he was arrested in Japan. He responded. He says he's not facing jail time, but it's a credible reporter that won't make this shit up. So, I believe he wrestled in TNA. Michael Elgin, real name Aaron Frobel, was reportedly wrestling in Japan prior to a July 10 NOAH event. He was originally scheduled for Pro Wrestling NOAH July 10, but was later announced that he would be absent from the event. Michael Elgin, who was, here's the tweet, Bodie Slams Cassidy Haynes reports that he was absent due to the fact that he was arrested in Japan last weekend for stealing. The report continued that he was arrested for stealing protein powder. He responds to reports saying, "Oh, he's not arrested." He's like, no, I'm not arrested. But, I mean, you can't steal stuff like that in Japan. So, he's just talking out of his ass. He's arrested. Parker Boudreaux, former wrestler in WWE, was with Joe Gacy until they released him. He made his AEW Dark debut on a taping. So, Parker Boudreaux made his AEW Dark debut. He was released, obviously, in April 2022. He made his first post-NXT appearance, so that's decent for Parker Boudreaux. Maybe now he can be an all-elite. Preliminary numbers, they're down for SmackDown without a Roman Reigns appearance. And even with Roman Reigns, it wasn't that good either. It's a little down. It drew 1.976 million viewers on July 15. It's down from the 2.025 million viewers it showed during July 8. So decent viewership, but it's about the same as it has been. First hour posted 2.009 million viewers, while the second hour posted 1.943 million viewers. Drew 0.4 in the 1849 demographic. So, ratings were down. Second hour really went down. So, yeah. Goldberg. We have some news here about Goldberg. So, He denied changing the booking about the Fiend match. Um, so when speaking to Shaquille Majori in an interview with Shaq Wrestling, Goldberg denied any of the booking changes that took place in his match against The Fiend Bray Wyatt Super Showdown Saudi Arabia in February 2020, a situation that led to Sean Ross Sapp going on an epic triggered rant. Goldberg essentially squashed the Red Hot Fiend for the WWE Universal Championship. Many originally believed that this was a last second change, saying that Goldberg did not want to lose to The Fiend. When asked about during the interview, he responded saying, "I'm a talent and I do what the boss tells me to do. I flew to Saudi Arabia knowing I was going to lose, and somehow it changed and the finish was different. Surely it wasn't me because it's an extremely selfish move to do." He continued on the reasons why he wanted to suggest a change. Surely it wouldn't be about the business. It would be about myself. Who the hell am I as a part-time guy to come in and demand anything? And he brought up not agreeing with Chris Jericho, putting Chris Jericho over in WCW. First and foremost, never said no to putting anybody over. Maybe back in WCW I didn't agree with putting Jericho over or something like that. Not in a million years in the Fiend situation in Saudi would I have done that. No way in hell. So he's basically saying that Vince McMahon changed the finish for the match. He went there knowing he's going to lose, and all of a sudden they changed the finish. And I don't know why Vince McMahon buried the Fiend just to fed him to Goldberg. But apparently that's why. So yeah, that's all the wrestling news, ladies and gentlemen, that I want to talk about. So until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and I thank you for watching.